Good morning, everybody. I'm just coming to you guys with this video talking about Oprah. A few months back, when that whole thing jumped off with P. Diddy and he was arrested and everything, I was getting a lot of energy about Oprah, I felt like she was emitting um, energy, like explaining her role in the dark side of things, kind of like putting this kind of explanatory energy out into the ethers because maybe there was a fear that she would have gotten caught up in some things. So I just want to share with you the impressions, major impressions I got for her. And again, these came to me months ago. Like we're in May now, but this is like last fall, and I've kind of just been holding on to it. Not sure, if it was worth posting, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So, what I see is that before her career really took off, is that she was drugged and taken someplace where satanic rituals happen, and then she was photographed at these rituals. Not that she was doing anything in particular, but the fact that she was there in a space where there may have been victims laying on an altar and people in robes or any kind of like, that's specifically what I've seen, but just to be general, like it could have been any type of nefarious thing. It could have been somebody being cut open or something like that. But she was filmed, photographed at one of these spaces after she had been drugged and brought there as a way of blackmailing her. Now, because this happened, this could always be held over you, right? This could always be held over you. And this is the science of how there are forces that operate that make politicians, make actors, make people who are in positions of power do what they want to do is through blackmail. This is where Sean Diddy Combs came up with his whole industry of blackmailing. This is why people were videotaped at his free golf parties. This is why certain political figures were blackmailed when they were drawn into or invited into these pedophilia rings. The ones particularly I'm talking about, the ones that took place in the Midwest out of Omaha, Nebraska. A lot of politicians were involved in these pedo rings. And then you have, the things that like Terrence Howard's been talking about at Hollywood. They get you into these positions and then they videotape and photograph you, and that's how they control you. So this is what I picked up from Oprah, that this actually happened to her, in the beginning of her career, because they were going to position her and build her into this figure. They needed a way to control her. And I specifically saw her being drugged and taken to this place where a ceremony, a ritual was being performed, and it was heinous. There were children there. People had their lives ended in this ritual. And like I said, she was photographed at this ritual. Whether she was coherent or not, she was there in this place where people were robed and there were bodies and things were happening that were horrific. So just wanted to leave that with you guys. Thanks for tuning in. See you later. Take care.